Hi, my name is Mark Woodgate. I'm Managing Director of David Standard Limited here in the UK, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Betopac machine and some of its variants. I hope that you're going to find it interesting. The Betopac is a play on words, or its name is, taking Beto from the heritage brand Beto, and pack because it's a packing unit or packing station. Okay, let's see the next slide. So what is a Betopac? Well, it's a piece of downstream equipment. It's a combined puller, cutter and packing system all on one common base, and it's generally used for small diameter products with short lengths. There are two variants. You can either have a single cut or a twin cut. It's quite a high speed system which gives good length tolerances, and in the single cut variant is capable of over 5,000 cuts per minute. Typical Betopac applications include cotton swab sticks, lollipop sticks, ball pen refills, drinking straws, and short rigid medical tubes, and some other stuff like insemination tubes. So quite a varied amount of applications. The technology itself is quite old. I would guesstimate about 50 years. Our records show us that there are hundreds of units all around the world in all the major continents, as you can see from the chart. As I said previously, there are two types of Betopac. Single cut version typically gives a length tolerance of plus or minus 0.3 millimeters, generally used for swab sticks and drinking straws, although in recent years those markets have diminished because of the demand for more recyclable materials in those products. The dual cut version, still going strong, gives an ultimate accuracy plus or minus 0.15 millimeter, commonly used for pen refills, lollipop sticks. And again, as I said earlier, the single cut version run up to 5,000 cuts a minute and line speeds in excess of 360 meters a minute, provided you've got the cooling length. So the puller haul-off section is relatively simple. It's a 20mm wide caterpillar, which is driven by a 2.2 kilowatt AC motor, and that AC motor is in turn synchronized with the cutting system. And you'll see a little bit more of that on the video that I'll put up later, which you should find interesting. So in this slide you can see the two variants. Bottom on the left is the twin cut variant, and over on your right is the single cut variant. Both cutting discs are driven by an independent AC motor which runs in conjunction with the haul-off. And really the twin cut has been developed for high-speed cutting and accuracy, and the single cut, again, less accurate, but it's pretty easy to adjust the cut length. So on the end of the cutting unit itself, you have what we call the packing head, which converts the linear motion of the product to a sideways motion. It uses a series of drums and rollers to enable that to happen. And what it eventually does is put those diverted products into collection containers which move as they fill. And there you can see a couple of layouts of the packing head. I'm going to do a little bit more detail on that, some exploded views in a minute. And again, when you watch the video, you'll appreciate the operation. So here is an exploded version of the twin cut packing head and its associated components. You can see the two discs, and in the foreground you can see the cutting blocks. and to the left of the screen you can see the packing head itself and its constituent parts. So underneath the packing head you have what we call the Betafeed unit. It consists of a chain-driven steel magazines which move as you fill them. And again, when we watch the video, that will become absolutely crystal clear. There's a plastic film that supports the cut components and it operates on a pressure switch to move the magazines forward as they fill. On some systems, the full magazines, when they reach the end of the Betafeed unit, are covered by the customer's carton, and then it's inverted to fill the carton and the steel magazine removed. Some customers actually like to fill their cartons directly, and this can be facilitated by the use of some box carriers, provided that the actual customer's carton is correctly designed for use with the box carriers. So this is just a side elevation of the Betafeed unit, so you can see how it fits with the Betopac system. Again, you're going to see that much more apparently in the video we're going to watch. So this video shows some earlier versions of the Betopac system. They're approximately 10 years old. I fortunately didn't have some good video of the later ones, but you'll understand the principal operation. So okay, we're just taking a look at the extruder here and the dosing system to give the product colour. This particular unit went to Harper Hygienics in Poland. So normally you have an extruder about either 50 or 60 millimeters in size. And, very, very simple tooling. You can see the calibrator as well. Short vacuum section of about 750 millimeters with a pressure regulator on top of it. This particular one, because it's going to be running at about 360 meters a minute, we've fitted a vacuum extension tube. Total cooling length on this one is about 9.6 meters. And it's a single cut operation for manufacturing cotton bud sticks. As I said, this customer has about 7 of them. It's not a particularly good video, but you'll understand the operation. A single cut. You can see the packing head in operation. So now we're looking at the prototype of the 2001 variant with all the guards off, so you can see how it actually functions. You can see how the packing head fills the Betafeed, and how the magazines move backwards and forwards. So you can see the pouch or sling supporting the products as they go into the magazines. So this time you'll see an increase in speed to 360 meters a minute. At that point, what you've witnessed is a change from one magazine to another. As you can see, the sling supports the product as it moves into the second magazine. Now we're going to take a view down the beta feed unit so you can see how it lays the swap sticks into the steel container. So we've come to the last slide now. Just want to tell you some of the changes that have happened to the models that you saw on the video. Maybe going back a little bit further than that, the original machines, instead of having synchronized AC motors, the only way we could do it at the time was by having timing belts and pulleys, even little gearboxes to facilitate the cut length. Unfortunately, that made it a disaster to change to any other product. So that's vastly improved. The new machinery is much more flexible. Control systems now are all Siemens-based PLCs, and although you saw in the videos, Parker and Eurotherm drives. We also took the 2001 version of the Betopac, which our colleagues in Vapor had designed to cut upwards, which was fine for swap sticks, but it caused us a problem when we needed to use a twin cut on products such as pen refills, because it created a chip and threw the chip back into the cutting system, which could invariably cause a problem with machine jams. So we changed that about a couple of years back, and it went back to the original Beto design of cutting, and it worked perfectly when combined with the synchronized AC motors. It also, the redesign enabled us on some single cut to make length changes relatively easier. So the product, we've got it in our portfolio, it's been there for a long time, it's proven. It has some critics, and the thing that I would say to those is that it should not be sold as a standalone machine unless we really understand what the customer is doing. And it should not be sold with multiple products. And I'm all right, 2, maybe 3 is fine. But we had one customer in Mexico that insisted on having 9. And we never got through the acceptance testing because of the length of time it takes to change packing heads, cutting bushes, and reconfigure the machine to take the next product. It's a good product. I have faith in it. We, ironically, are doing pen refills for the person that insisted on having 9 products, sister company, and it's gone perfectly. So it has its right place at the right time for this one. It's a great little product, but you've got to understand the application. I hope you found that of interest. It was a pleasure doing it, and I thank you for listening. Cheers then, bye.